Weeklies. Who's next? Don't forget, no Astral DJ in the weeklies. We haven't got time now. We're out of lockdown. Just dailies and monthlies. We get Astral DJ, and I am getting through the songs. I've put 3 up so far. I think 4 maybe. And I'm going to do some more when I go to bed. It never stops. Let's see. Who's next then? Spirit, please. Sagittarius. There you are. I'm going to pull you some oracle cards. The Zodiac, the Angel, and the Goddess. Who's it going to be? For Sagittarius, Spirit, please. Don't take no notice of my wrist, it's just a heat pad. Because I've been suffering with me wrist again. Capricorn. So you may be Sagittarius, Capricorn, cusper. Sneeze on a Saturday journey to go. They always go for the nose. I don't know what it is with tarot readers when they go for the nose. I think it's because it's so near your third eye. And we've got Aphrodite. So love. It has to be said that she is, she does have some connections with STDs, and Capricorn is a user, so it all depends on which way you're looking at this read and what your situation is. Purpose. What is your purpose in life? Why are you here? Some of you may have been asking yourself that. We'll take the fairy friend off because it's getting warmer because I've put the heating on. We'll pull 6 cards. Well, 3 rows of 6, sorry. For Sagittarius, Spirit, please. But you're not balanced. There could be addictions here. So using in more ways than one. Somebody could be an addict. Gambling, alcohol, drugs, chocolate, smoking, online shopping, impatience, learning some hard life lessons. We've got the number 22, which is the Fool's Journey. So starting a new adventure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the overall energy is 4 of Pentacles. Release and let go. What are you letting go of? Patience. So let go of the impatience and learn to be patient. There may have been a narcissist involved in your situation. There needs to be equal give and take. So if somebody's using you, then you've got to learn to think higher of yourself. Because in your personal life, you've been banging your head against a brick wall. And it's time to come home to who you truly are. Stop juggling. So if it's you that's using somebody else, you've got to stop that. If they're using you, you've got to come off the fence and put your boundaries in place. Because there's lies, deceit and theft there for at least 2 years. how others see this situation from the outside or the external energy. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So gambling could be an issue in the past. And it doesn't just mean gambling with money. You might have gambled with people's emotions or your own. The 10 is negative. A change for the worse. Confusion, torn between 2 properties, 2 jobs, 2 people, 2 situations. Not knowing which path to take, your true purpose. So you need to take some time out, a day off, or get away for the weekend, something like that, and go within and think very carefully about your next move. That's what they think. Because I was right, especially in work. You're on a fool's journey, the 22. So 22, it's not a coincidence when it comes out like that. 22 is massively important. Wherever you see the number 22, it's positive energy. Take the risk, feel the fear, and do it anyway. Because you are transforming your energy. There's Scorpio there. It's about the womb, shared resources. So sex and money. Something has to end so something new can be born. No action is being taken, or there's no passion there anymore. Your wishes and dreams can't come true until you get out of your own head, because you're overthinking things. You become a prisoner of your own mind. Look at that swan stuck in that nest of swords. Not really stuck because it can fly away, but the feeling of being stuck because of the swords. Look at the little hummingbird at the top that's flying away. 7 of Swords. So it's getting better. It's improving. But you're going to have to stand up for yourself. And this chapter isn't over, so it's not over yet. There's an unfinished business here. And you will keep going around learning these lessons until you come off the fence. They want you to walk away. Or someone may walk away from you, because if you're the one that's using somebody, they will walk away from you. There is definitely a narcissist here. We've got the Emperor in the reverse. So a father figure, a divine masculine, a boss, something like that. Somebody who insists it's their way or the highway. A lack of self-esteem, not presenting yourself well, and failure. 4 or 31. There is going to be massive arguments, but maybe there needs to be. Walk away from that. Don't get involved because it could get violent. There is somebody here that loves the drama, loves the arguments, and they won't stop until they get what they want. They're quite prepared to cut the nose off to spite the face. So anything could happen. Take the high road. Let go, release, and walk away. Don't get involved, because your impatience and your bad temper and all these hard lessons to learn, if somebody has used you, then don't give them the satisfaction of seeing that how much you hurt. So Capricorn, it is about being used, or you using someone else. 15, it's toxic situation. 22, where are we? Yeah, the Devil. Between the Devil and the deep blue sea. So the reason they've asked you to be patient is because time is your friend. Time is the corrector when your judgment was aired. So you made a negative judgment. Children may be important, and definitely the number 4. It is time to focus on your objectives and not let up. Ruled by Saturn, the planet of hard luck, which is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Where's that Wheel of Fortune? The number 10 reversed. There it is. Hard luck. The sign of Capricorn is personified by the goat that climbs the steepest cliffs to gain worldly success. So you will get there, and you'll be stronger on the other side. Capricorn is a resourceful sign, and those under its influence long for power and prestige. There is no one more ambitious than a Capricorn, so you may have it in your chart. They really do want to take the world by the horns, but it's delayed, I'm afraid. There are more spiritual goats, of course, but the aim of most Capricorns is fundamentally practical in nature. With them there is no careless wanderings into fairyland, and this mountain goat looks for a physical niche through some glorious contact by which they can achieve. Their aim is to come up in the world no matter what, and that's what I said. They want it their way or the highway, and they will use to get there. Since Saturn is their god, Capricorns are interpreted in what's solid, what can be seen, touched, or bought. Capricorns utilise their energies towards some concrete purpose rather than daydreams and the imagination. When Capricorn do indulge in dreams, they always dream big, and they are insanely ambitious and often good-looking. Capricorns appear mature early in life and then grow younger and younger with every passing year. When the Capricorn card comes up in a reading, it denotes a time of diligence and hard work. There is a gain in status and reputation, and whatever you've toiled over and especially sacrificed for, like I said, will improve. You are ready for splendid results, but you have to be patient. Keep in mind that this gain may be slow and systematic, but that you are headed towards something solid and lasting. You're about to meet all the right people who will back you in your goals, and some may be greater in status than you, but they will show you the ropes or support you in some substantial way. By all means, do not lose them, but they might be very hard to work for if it's a boss because they're stubborn. Capricorn is a sign of drive and ambition, and therefore you may feel more driven than usual. In essence, this card is saying to put childish things away and take responsibility. Go for what you want in a systematic way. Beware of looking back and staying in the shadow. It is time to unleash your talents on the world and do not let up. It's time to go out on a limb, just like the fool, and take the risk. If your question is about romance and relationship, this may take on a more serious turn. Matters will grow deeper and more committed. It could be that one partner is older, higher in social rank, or will be a guide or teacher to the other. It may also mean one is more serious than the other. Since Capricorn is methodical air sign, your outcome may progress gradually, unfolding at its own pace. You won't want to rush matters. Everything must happen in its own timing, not yours. Career and your profession are also important, and you can expect to see changes there too. This card can indicate skeletal problems such as broken or porous bones, spinal issues, strains, and even dental issues. What did I say? Make sure you are getting enough calcium and vitamin D. Capricorn is the sign of time, maturity, and old age. So if you develop an illness, it will be one that's been coming for a very long time. You could be awaiting an outcome or a judgment. So look to the surrounding cards to determine whether it'll be a good one. Well, either way, it's got to happen. You've got to release and let go. You may also be waiting for the answer or resolution to something long overdue. With the Capricorn card, you can be assured the answer will be just and fair, especially if you've worked hard and kept your nose to the grindstone, but you might not have done because you're upside down. With this card in the spread, you will not be defeated, but this is a toxic situation, don't forget. So, your purpose. The angels remind you that every situation or person is placed on your path with a purpose, to teach you a lesson or bring you a blessing. It may be to strengthen you, or forgive, or offer you an opportunity to resolve or forgive the past. Release, which is what they said there, old patterns, or for enjoyment. Your life purpose is ultimately to do that which brings you joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment. Seeking these soul qualities will place you on the right path of your destiny. Once you're on your life path, allow nothing and no one to deflect you from it. Your guidance is to ask your angels to help you find your purpose of the current situation. So is it a lesson or a blessing? And if you're ready, your life mission. Align your strength and willpower and hold your intention to fulfill your purpose. The angels will support you and you will succeed. But you have to remember to be strong and determined. And then we have Aphrodite. So it could be in love. Aphrodite, is she a main goddess? I wonder. See if we can find her in the index. Aphrodite, there she is. So you've got a main player. So it'll be slightly longer, yours. Aphrodite is the Greek goddess of love and beauty. Her symbols are her mirror, in which to admire herself, and her girdle of desire, which makes her irresistible to men. Aphrodite is known as lover of laughter, fair voyage, and she who turns us to love. So follow your path with love. Where Aphrodite leads, flowers spring up, and the doves rose, and the apples are all sacred to her. So apples, eat more apples. She is known as the golden Aphrodite and Pandemos of the people. Her conception was a little unusual. She is said to have been born in the sea, so you may be going to the sea, at Paphos in Cyprus. From there, severed phallus of Oronus, the sky father, so the father's mentioned again, discarded when his son Kronos contracted him for his cruelty in not allowing his mate Gaia, the earth mother, to let her sons see the light of day. So it may be issues with your father, like I said. Or you may have fathered a child and are being stubborn about it. There may be issues with children. Maybe you are allowed to see your children. The phallus fell in the sea, and alchemy, the opposite of oppressive male. The female goddess of love and beauty who can seduce the most aggressive male. So you may be seducing an aggressive male. Zeus, the king of the gods, married her to Hephaestus, the lame blacksmith of God. So somebody with a limp who works with metal. Whereupon she embarked on a passionate affair with a much sexier Ares. So, again, we've got the third party thing going on. The god of war, and was caught in bed with him, captured by a golden net which the crafty Hephaestus had rigged up for that very purpose. So purpose is mentioned again. So be careful what you go looking for, because you might just find it. Even if you come from the higher echelon of society, Aphrodite, you always have a common touch. You belong to the people. A prince or a refuse collector can be warmed by your Aphrodite smile and be made to feel he is the most important man in the world. The late Diana, Princess of Wales, displayed the gift par excellence. Your sunny warmth and charm means that you will naturally shine in the world of communication and PR. You could sell snow to Eskimos if you put your mind to it. Many Aphrodites become models or actresses. However, you may have a tendency to drift through careers without any real sense of direction, focusing instead on the man or men in your life. There you go. You have a wonderful kind of luck that can shield you in life and a knack of being in the right place at the right time, but your luck's just run out. You are not afraid to move on through life and find the next exciting event around the corner, which is what Spirit want you to do. You love luxury, comfort and beauty, whether it is to be found in a painting or a child's face, but you have no interest in accumulating money for its own sake or in developing an interesting little portfolio, which is what the Capricorn would do. How are you reacting as you read this? Are you delighting in the description of yourself, or does it make you feel like an airhead, an intellectual lightweight? It's very easy to downvalue your Aphrodite gifts, but in doing so, you are doing yourself a disservice. Society tends to focus on Aphrodite's sexuality and splits it off from her other gifts of warmth, inspiration, and kindness. But you need to live out all aspects of Aphrodite, and not just to others, but to yourself. Aphrodite, you have always been essentially a free spirit and live for the moment. You are a true child of the sun. In today's society, women who live unashamedly for love and connection with others are rare and precious. Aphrodite is sex and love, as well as warmth, inspiration, and kindness. Patriarchal society does not value Aphrodite's gifts. The only part of her that is handleable is her sexuality, which can be manipulated and split off from her other qualities into being a sex object. So be very careful that you're not with a narcissist who is, just for a few of you, who is mentally and physically abusive. And can be treated as such by society, obsessed with possession and conquest, which they discard them and move on to the next desirable object. So somebody may have dumped you, or you them. Aphrodite, you are not an object, but a person. If you view yourself through the eyes of a conventional society, you will start to feel ashamed of your interest in sex, ashamed of your desires to display your body, ashamed of your warm heart, your sensuality and love of fun. Like I said, you're in the reverse. You're a passionate person. Don't go dimming your light. You love of fun and laughter, and yes, Sagittarius, you do love fun and laughter. Ashamed of your lack of interest in getting on in life. Feeling ashamed of your body can, in extreme cases, lead to self-abuse in the form of starvation or overeating. What do I say? And there could be weight gain here, your hips and thighs. Shaming your sexuality can result in a stream of furtive affairs and wrecked relationships. It may be that as a teenager your sexuality was unacceptable to one or both parents, probably your dad because he is mentioned. A young woman needs respectful and safe affirmations of her attractiveness from her father. If she doesn't get that, she may spend the rest of her life trying to get daddy in different guises to love her. Your Aphrodite needs affirmation from her mother as well. She needs to teach and guide her how to handle her sexuality and how to prize and value herself as a woman. So this may be you with your children, or this may be you having to teach yourself these hard lessons. An insecure mother controls her daughter's sexuality by shaming her, which produces wounds that go deep to the core of her womanhood. Your challenge is to develop your own set of moral standards and values that you can live by and live comfortably with. You're not living your mum and dad's life, you're living your own. Enjoy your body and your sensuality, whether you are a size 6 or a size 16. Engage your mind, not in repressing your sexuality, but in creating the sort of life that can be lived full and safely without shame or deceit. In love, it's the sort of woman that friends hesitate to leave alone in a room with their man. It's rarely malicious man-stealing with intent. It's just that, they're like men, and it shows. They may display a liking with lots of eye contact and laughter. Before you know it, and you just can't imagine how, you or this other person have won a man's heart. It's not just your just the beauty, it's the warmth and genuine interest, and a ladylike exterior that does not entirely conceal your love of sex, sensuality, and pleasure. So, like I said, this may be you or someone else you've got to watch out for. Aphrodite is also a mistress of inspiration. You love to collect around you a group of people to discuss issues of the day. In doing so, you may become an inspiration for those around you. Many Aphrodites become muses for an artist or a fashion designer. It's not difficult for you to attract men, any man, but the sort of man that you are attracted to can be a really macho man. Like I said, it could be dangerous. Or that could be you. He may be determinedly chauvinistic, but Aphrodite, you can enter a relationship completely convinced that he has a softer, more artistic side that is just waiting to be brought out. However, when the initial sexual thrill wears off, you find yourself married to a handsome hunk who is well endowed with everything except sensitivity and brain cells. In your hurry to seduce macho men, you forget that there were all those hours to fill when you could not be horizontal together. If you're a typical Aphrodite, you will then pack up your mirror, makeup and clothes and head off in search of fresh conquests, leaving a bewildered man wondering where he went wrong. So you or the other person, like I said. Aphrodite rules luck and good communication, and we've had that. That's what you've got to do. You may meet someone who is significant to you by accident or by synchronicity. Your current relationship may deepen as an acquaintance becomes a friend becomes a lover, or a lover becomes a spouse. Aphrodite is the bringer of peace and a healer of discord through the balm of laughter and good humour. She can also indicate the need for change of scene, yes, and is a bright bringer of light. What was not being clear becomes clear, and you've got confusion there. What was complicated becomes simple. Aphrodite also comes to you when you have been living too much in your head, yes. She invites you to look after your body, to be more in tune with its needs and wants. Look to your body for answers to questions. What is your gut feeling telling you about someone? Your suspicions are probably justified, or theirs about you. What does your heart say to you about that house move? So some of you may be moving house, but change is definitely needed. So remember, the overall energy is release and let go. Stop holding on to things that don't serve you any longer. Aquarius energy, Gemini's just had that. 6th house, and I'm pretty sure that's one of them that I've got. Let's see. The key, Chiron. The key. No, it's not the key. I lied. It's Pluto. I think. Hey up. No, Uranus. Oh, that's even worse. So that's the upstart planet. Aquarius. It's not dimming your light. 6th house. It's a bit late, sorry. Virgo. So they've talked about the gut. They've talked about weight problems. They've talked about your health. So go with your gut instinct. Intestines, abdomen, hospitals, vocational work, health services, work, altruism, teamwork, co-workers, pets, efficiency, vocation and your daily routine. Uranus in Aquarius. This placement wants to revolutionise humanity, securing equal rights for all. Thought processes are ingenious and could resort to terrorism. Oh my God. So watch out for violent people, like I said. Don't be a terrorist yourself. Don't hold people to ransom emotionally or physically. Just look after yourself and walk away from trouble if you can. Coward of the county. Oh my word. It's a hard lesson to learn. Somebody's definitely been used here, I think. So, it may be you, it may be someone else. Be very careful. Thanks for listening. Bye.